express my views over a couple of topics. Okay, so today's very first topic that is about how to tackle a bad problem, and today the very second topic that is about the significance, the importance of reading. Okay, so without winning and waiting any moment of time, let's get straight into the topics firstly. But before I begin with the topic, let me familiarize you with something else, which is that now I can see a comment box over here. But the last day, even some days ago, I was unable to see this over here. Okay, let it be. And in addition to, you know what? As a matter of fact, according to me, mostly 100% people, they are, and even they have been indulging in the bad habits. Okay, even bad habits like having intoxicants, like having drugs, having liquors, or smoking cigarettes, and even bad habit that also meant that sleeping for overtime, or even having the unhealthy diet, that is also kind of like a bad habit. In addition to, according to me, speaking something quite much loud so as to create noise pollution, that too is kind of like a habit. The fourth thing is that mostly people they cry aloud, they weep bitterly, they sob inconsolably due to due to no reason or due to any reason. So this is also a bad habit. Friend zone also. Okay. And furthermore, I just thought this earlier that doing the live streaming together, that meant that having the photo or even having the face or the picture or getting the face or even the picture of the guest. Like very firstly, I'm having one follower, and so I thought that I would be getting the photo, and in one sense I thought that kind of like the video call, but now it's not so. And so I just wanted to do the live streaming together so as to watch out the face, but that is not available right away. Okay, so let it be. In addition to, I thought this that live streaming together, that meant that the faces of each and every participant would come, in addition to the voice that too would come, and that would be like the video call. I thought this, but this is not the reality. And in the very third time, I'm doing the live streaming together. But the last day, I used to do merely the live streaming, merely that one. Okay, let it be. And furthermore, you know what? As a matter of fact, some people they are having the bad habits. The very bad habit that is like, according to me, doing the idle gossip or getting indulging in the idle gossip for overtime or doing the kitty party, especially the females. They just switch over to discharge their household chores, their all the household chores within a jiffy, and thereafter they just switch over to catch up on the kitty party for just killing the time and even for entertaining themselves without bothering about, even without thinking about their children, or even without guiding their children or instructing their children. That's the fact. Kitty party matlab, okay, kitty party that meant a party of the females. Okay, and kitty party that is consisting of the food items, and especially the females they catch up on the idle gossip, bakwas. Okay, they just switch over to do the bakwas, the idle gossip, and especially the idle gossip that meant that that gossip, that talking which is of no sense, no meaning, purposeless, useless, futile, restless. Okay, and furthermore, the kitty party that consists of cards like gambling cards. Okay, and like the tash ke patte. Okay, and in addition to the females, they just prefer to play the cards, or they prefer to play carom, or in the kitty party, the females they prefer to play the chess. Okay, and furthermore, as a matter of fact, kitty party that contains dance. The females they enjoy themselves by doing the dances, by for the dances together, or even by singing the songs, or even by doing acting or comedy, or even by doing the some of the stunts of the dances so as to entertain other females. And kitty party that contains a gossip in which females they just prefer to say about themselves. Time barbad na? Okay, yes, really. And in addition to, some females they prefer to have liqueurs, wine during the kitty party. समझ गया. Okay, this is good. Okay, and very firstly, tell me why I can't see your face. This is the live streaming together. So earlier I thought this that the advantage, the aval would be this that I can watch out your face, but this is not so really. Let it be. And I thought this that what if 14 or 15 people would try to just join the live streaming together, then I thought this that I would be tend to unable to watch out all their faces. How can I show my face? Okay, I thought this that live streaming would help me. That's the fact. Okay, let it be. And in addition to, you know what? As a matter of fact, according to my kitty party, that is the obnoxious thing. D D E D. What does it mean? DED. Okay, the last day, you know what? The total watch time are ये कोई कोई आने को तैयार नहीं होता. For what? For live streaming or for watching out my English videos. Okay, let it be. And in addition to, according to me, whatever I speak, that turns senseless for some people. And even according to me, mostly over 60% people they give a dislike to me. They feel scorn at me, they feel disgust with me, they detest me. And even some people relate this that whatever I speak out, that is futile. Furthermore, some people states this that whatever I speak out, that is that is just beyond of their level of understanding. Okay, let it be. As if I care about it fact. And in addition to, you know what? The thing is that some people they are having the bad habit of uh, of having wine on the regular basis, and especially in the finally morning time. This is a bad habit. You know what? Not only it damages, it ruins and vitiates the kidney, but also it gives the adverse effects to the lungs and to even to the all the wholesome body organs. And even the effect of this would be completely visible on the entire body and even the face. The skin that too would become the old one. And in addition to, my father is highly alcoholic person. Oh, you should try to okay. You should try your level best to convince him with words of your mouth for not having the liquor on the regular basis. And not only it is ruining their family and their body, but also it is declining their own image before the society. You know what? Mostly people they just try the level best to backbite about that person who just gets indulged in having the liquors on the regular basis. Even my maternal uncle, he too feels he too feels crestfallen. Even he too feels effluvo, terribly despondent, depressed, and dejected on the regular basis. And so he just switches over to have the liquors even in the finally morning time. This is bad. Even some people they prefer to go to the temple, especially the Hindu people. On the contrary, the Christians they switch over to go to the church. Even the Mohammedans they prefer to go to the mosque, the masjid. And on the contrary, some debauched people, the drunkards, they switch over to have the wines in the final morning time. And thereby, they are deceiving their own life, their own body. You know what? As a matter of fact, the life that is merely one. You know what? The soul that is merely one. Even according to me, one would be getting some amount of years to live. So one shouldn't try to ruin this precious life by having the liquors or by catching up on the bad habits. And in addition to some are the people, some are those people who just adore. Nope, nope, let it be. According to me, some people, they just prefer to have the smoking, to have the cigarettes on the regular basis. Some are the chain smokers. Chain smokers, what does it mean? Very firstly, it meant completely this, that the person who tries to just have smoking every time, and especially the person who tries to just smoke at least 40 cigarettes per day, really, that person meant the chain smoker. According to me, it meant completely that the person has turned completely addicted to the smoking. It meant completely that the person is quite much fond of smoking. The person can't live, can't dwell without smoking a cigarette. And even I know well versed that once one tries to smoke the cigarette, so thereafter gradually it would become one's habit. For instance, at once one would try to have the cigarette, to smoke the cigarette. Thereafter next day one would try. Next day, after that day, one would try, and so on. Okay, and thereby one would feel addicted to smoking, and then one would feel unable to go away from cigarettes. And even one would buy more and more cigarettes from the market in spite of being aware of the fact that cigarette is injurious to the health of the people. In addition to, according to me, the government should try to take an initiative against this, against smoking cigarettes. Especially the government should try to impose more and more GST tax on cigarettes. Okay, this can be helpful. As the, according to me, the normal, the middle class people, or the even the poor people, they would be unable to afford having the cigarettes on the regular basis. That's the fact. Or afford to have the cigarettes. Even, you know what, there was a footballer, no long jumper, and who used to do the long jumping with the Les Long. Okay, Jesse Owens. You know what? As a matter of fact, Jesse Owens, he was a long jumper. He was an athlete, a good athlete in the olden days, especially in the time of the Hitler. Okay, so as a matter of fact, Jesse Owens, he was quite much fond of having the secrets. He was a chain smoker. And so, you know what? He died of cancer. He died due to cancer. It so happened due to getting indulging in, or due to getting indulged in having the smoking, having the cigarettes on the regular basis. And even, you know what, as a matter of fact, some people, they just prefer to have the drugs on the regular basis. This is wrong. Even one of my relatives, one of my far relatives, not close, one of my far relatives, he was quite much fond of having the liqueurs and drugs on the regular basis. So one day he used to take the drugs in the large amount, and thereafter he used to have the wine, and that too was in large amount. Then he was died, he was no more. And in addition, at night, you know what, he took the drugs, and even he took the liquor, and then he felt completely different. You know what, the thing is that he felt like quite much hot, and even he felt like that the summer, the loo has taken place inside his room, and so he just tried his level best to just work off his attires, to get rid of his own attires. And he used to naked himself, he used to nude himself, and then he died, he was no more. It so happened due to the secrets, nope, due to the drugs and liquors. Okay, let it be. And in addition to, according to me, the people, they switch over to have the what वाह कुछ पूछना था. Okay, ask me. Okay, so you can ask me about that. Okay, very firstly, you know what? People they prefer to have the drugs. Why? Let me disclose the reason behind this. Let me tell you the root cause behind this. Okay, the very first reason is that stress. मेरे पापा ने हम्म ओ तेरी this is the bad habit. Okay, okay, okay. So very firstly, people they prefer to have liquors or drugs or secrets due to merely some of the reasons. The very first reason is tension, stress. Okay, stress of work, stress of wife, or even stress of any activity like stress of being bullied by someone. Okay, stress of being threatened by someone. And in addition to, as a matter of fact, according to me, the thing is that choosing the wrong path, choosing the path of getting the liquors or getting the wine, that is the wrong one. One should try to do the yoga, the exercises, the stretching ones, especially for working off or even for getting rid of the problems of life. From problems of life, like problems of office, problems of some other sorts of things. Okay, let it be. And in addition to, as a matter of fact, the thing is that doing the yoga, catching up on the yoga, that is itself Herculean, arduous for some people, and so due to which they just prefer to have the liquors. Due to liquors, they come out of their mind. They can't feel on their, according to me, as a matter of fact, they can't feel that according to me they can't be real. In addition to, as a matter of fact, the thing is that after having the liquors, the cerebellum would be unable to just make an image in the brain, make the image, especially make the image of the person who is standing before, or make the image of the road on which one is driving the vehicle, or make the image of each and everything. Even due to being addicted to wine or to other sorts of things, one can't make decision. One can't reach at a good decision, and one can't feel normal due to having wine. And in addition to, you know what, losing memory up to a great extent, that can happen due to having wine on the regular basis, or due to having wine for a prolonged period of time and consistently. Okay, and in addition to, heart related problems can also take place due to having wine. Furthermore, as a matter of fact, the digestive system that would not work up to a great extent due to having wine on the regular basis. Furthermore, you know what, according to me, the thing is that very firstly, having the small quantity of wine, that is quite much helpful for digestive system. And even I read about this from my physical education book. But having large amount of wine, that is not good for the body. Even that too is not good for the digestive system. So, and even, you know what, some of the medicines, they do contain wine, some amount of wine. That's the fact. But according to me, having a small quantity, that is good, that is enough. But having large quantity, that is not good. Even earlier, when I was studying in grade 12th, and especially I was in the Christian school, so I just got to know that the Jesus, he used to love wine, and so the people, they, especially the devotees of Jesus, they used to just give wine to the Lord. Even they used to just share wine among together. And even as a prasad there in the church, people, they just prefer to just give wine to the people for having for consuming purposes. And the moment when I got to know about this, so I felt completely different, and that thing that left me dumbstruck, paler, and forgot than ever. Even I was completely alarmed. I was in a fix. I was spellbounded, flabbergasted, astonished, dumbfounded, and startled than ever. And even I was unable to explore the best reason behind that. Hat, pagal hai. It's good though. No, I haven't yet tried, but I would not try. I know, as I'm not that sort of girl, the drunkard one. Okay, let it be even one of my bosom buddies, one of my classmates, one of my colleagues, peers, mathsmates. She tried to have that, and furthermore, since she was a Christian, so she took that one as a prasad and she drank that one. Simple. But she was having the small quantity, especially the people, the Christian people, the Christian saint. They used to give that one with the use of the small spoon, and so he poured that one on her palm, and thereafter she had that. And furthermore, even according to me, the thing is that the taste is quite much sour, even something like bitter, and the taste is quite much, according to me, quite much obnoxious type. Okay, let it be. Even the Britishers, they're quite much fond of having the red wine. Really. As a matter of fact, the Britishers, they are quite much fond of spending their handsome and hefty amounted salary on having the wine, and especially for the good events, for the birthday parties, for marriage, or even for some ceremonies, or for other sorts of things, or one day when, especially at one day when they feel thrilling beyond measure, grin and jubilant. And in addition to one of my ex English mentors, she was quite much fond of, even she has been, even she is quite much fond of having red wine on the special occasions. And even, you know what? The thing is that she is quite much tall. And in addition to, the reason is that the Britishers, even the foreigners, they are quite much fond of having the seafood, and they're quite much fond of having fishes, chicken, eggs, and so due to which their height that is tall, their height that is good as compared to we Indians. But let it be. And in addition to having the vegetarian items like having curd, having milk, having butter, cheese, having paratha, or having sag or something related to that, that too is enough for getting a good height. In addition to, I want to increase my height, and I'm just 18 years old. And furthermore, as a matter of fact, you know what? I just switch over to do the stretching exercises on the regular basis. And the fact, you know what? There is one fact regarding my age, which is that when I was in seventh grade, so I was quite much little, and even I was quite much small. And furthermore, you know what? The thing is that when I was in 12th grade, so my age that was just 17 years old, and I passed the 12th grade when even when I was 17 years old, and after passing out the 12th grade, my birthday came. My birthday fell on 1st Feb, and so then I turned 18. Okay, and in addition to when I was in 10th grade, so I was just 15. Right now, you are in college. Yes. It's my first year, UG1, UG course. And in addition to, you know what, the last day I just wanted to do the live streaming for overtime, especially for half an hour more. But my younger sister, she came over here in this room for sleeping purposes. Okay, you know what? Sleeping, very firstly, sleeping that is related to slumber. Slumber, Slumber, slumber that meant getting into a deep sleep. Okay, And sleeping, that also meant that having a small sleep or deep one or normal one. And even very firstly, you know what, as a matter of fact, some people, they just feel unable to get out of a slumber. It's itself a bad habit, and especially it happens in the finally morning time. It used to happen with me earlier, but not now. And in addition to, as a matter of fact, this is kind of like a problem. And especially Bobby Larry, who was a great singer, he was engrossed on, even he was afflicted with a sleeping problem, sleeping for overtime. And so due to which he died. And even due to that problem, he used to sleep in the daytime as well as in the night time. Even he used to skip having the meals, and he used to just focus on sleeping. And even he used to catch up on sleep even while sitting on a chair. He was a lethargic person, I guess. Even he used to catch up on sleep while sitting on the couch, or even while talking to someone over telephone, or even while talking to someone face to face. It meant life. Okay, and very firstly, you know what? Ezio Gaming. This is a YouTube channel, and this contains the gaming related videos, the short videos of gaming, and even the shots of gaming. I used to just explore this on YouTube the last day, the last night, after doing the live streaming. And then after that, I just felt like giving a like to the latest video. And even very firstly, I didn't try to subscribe the channel, as very firstly, I'm not interested in any sort of thing like gaming, but I would subscribe. Okay. And in addition to, you know what, according to me, that is your friend's channel. So you should try to just suggest him for uploading the videos on the regular basis, so that his channel would grow and he would be getting the best revenue, the handsome and hefty amounted revenue. That's the fact. Okay, let it be. And furthermore, I just prefer to do the live streaming on the regular basis, so as to run out of data, so that my mobile would run out of data. In addition to, in the olden days, 500 MB, 800 MB, 700 MB data used to remain, used to still remain, even after uploading the lengthy videos, especially the videos of 30 minutes, or especially the videos of 26 minutes or 20 minutes. Then one day I decided to do the live streaming so as to utilize and optimize the data. But even the last day, I used to do the live streaming for 53 minutes and for some seconds, like 31 seconds. But still, then my data was remaining. 288 MB data was left. And even some apps like Facebook, Insta, they takes more data, even especially Facebook. For installing the Facebook, what one is needing? 72 MB data. That is not more according to me. That is enough. Okay. In addition to, you know what? Earlier, I just tried my level best to download the videos from Insta for uploading those one as a shorts on my channel. And really, it took more data. Really, even for watching out one of the shots on Insta, that took 5 MB data. And even then, I just tried to just download the video. Then my 10 MB data was completely released, and then I didn't try to download any video from there, as I thought there's that copy and pasting work. It meant that doing the work without efforts. So then I thought that doing the work with efforts, it meant completely that you are doing work, you are not feeling free. In addition to, you would feel that you have done something great. In addition to, your hard work would be needed, your hard work, your good presence of mind would come in handy if you would try to do something with full of your mind and with full of your concentration and attention. And even as a matter of fact, hard work that matters quite much as compared to the smart work like copying and pasting on YouTube from Insta or from other apps. Furthermore, According to me, you know what? One would be getting more and more subscribers and views due to hard work, due to working on a specific thing and especially alone without taking the help of others. In addition to earlier, you know what? The thing is that I was having an app. Even now, I'm having that one. So with the help of which I could write anything, any good thing, and even I could upload the written things on YouTube Shorts. But then I realized this that hard work that matters most, and so then I used to put down each and everything. I used to put down the thoughts like smile is the best makeup, or some other thoughts as well, with my own cursive writing. Earlier, I was about to just upload the shots with the use of the app, but then I realized, okay. In addition to, if one tries to catch up on the shortcut, so you know what, one would be not getting the success in life. Okay, I want to become a news anchor. Okay, the Hindi news anchor, the national Hindi news anchor. And in addition to, the thing is that I learned English for passing out the interview of news anchor. Okay, and earlier I got to know that English that is mandatory, that is compulsory for passing out the interview. And so then I thought this that I didn't know anything regarding English. And so I used to just focus on learning English, and I used to learn English, and even I used to do the practice of speaking English on the regular basis. And and now I just feel satisfied. I just feel I feel according to contented. I just feel pleased with myself and even with my level of English, especially with my level of English speaking. But at some moment of time, I just mumble. Mumble it means that speaking something in the own mouth, and so that the others they would be unable to listen carefully and easily and reasonably as well. Okay, and in addition to, you know what, some people they prefer to just catch up on the shortcuts of the life. That is the bad thing according to me, as especially shortcuts are temporary, but the long cuts, the hard work, that is the permanent one, and that would give fruit, that would give the best fruits. And in addition to the hard work that according to me, the hard work that is kind of like a good deed, and even later or sooner one would be bearing the best fruit of the hard work of the labor as well. Even the society that too would be tend to enable to especially take the avails of the hard work which one does, which one catches upon. Even some tries to just catch up on the shortcuts for passing out the competitive examinations by cheating, by imitating others, or even by leaking the examination paper. That is the wrong thing. According to me, thereby one is deceiving oneself. Thereby one is just deceiving one's mother's faith. Really, as in mothers, they're having a blind faith upon ourselves. So if we are doing something like the wrong work, so it meant completely that not only we are deceiving ourselves, but also we are deceiving our mothers or even our parents, our siblings. That's the fact. Let it be. And in addition to, you know what, some of the boards papers like the UP board paper, the Patna Bihar board paper, they they gets leaked by the students or by the peons or by the teachers. That is the wrong activity, as not only this is ruining the lives of the teachers or the peons or the criminal, but also this is ruining the life, even the career, the future of the children, the students, as they would be unable to take the examination. In addition to, the reconduction of the paper would take place. The children, they would retake the examination. So the according to me, the precious time would be ruined, and the children would be required to prepare for the examination twice. That's the fact. Let it be. And in addition to, today my very second topic that is about importance of reading. the significance of reading. Okay, so according to me, quite earlier, I wasn't fond of reading English books or reading any sort of book. And in addition to, you know what? Earlier, I used to feel disgust with reading books. I used to feel fed up with reading books, any sort of book, English, Hindi, or science, SST, bio, chemistry, physics, any sort of book. Okay. And even I didn't try to read any book. But when I came at the grade 10th, so then I realized that this is the board. Okay. So then I used to pressurize myself. I used to force myself for catching up on academics. And so I used to read books every time, every single time. And then I used to I used to just make a habit of mine of reading books on the regular basis. And then one day I realized that learning English, that is a good activity, and that would be helpful for the examinations. Even that would be helpful quite much for, according to me, for passing out the interview. So for that, I used to learn English. And for learning English, what I was needing to do, I was just requiring to catch up on reading English books. I used to completely surround myself with English, with the English environment. Especially here, each and everyone speaks in Hindi. And so speaking in English, that was pretty much difficult, Herculean, arduous, gigantic for me. And speaking English, that was itself my IELTS. And even by hook or by crook, I used to get along that sort of scenario and circumstance. Okay, and scenario and circumstance, that meant case or a situation. Okay, and furthermore, as a matter of fact, you know what? I used to read English books. Especially, I used to read the English essays. Especially, I'm having a book which named the art, something related to that, art and effective English of IAC and ICSE board, the 10th and 12th one. And so I'm having a couple of books. I used to read the English essays, and thereby I learned the English phrases and the English vocabularies. And on, as a matter of fact, I used to just read all the essays for overtime. Even for one single essay, I used to spend more time, like a couple of hours. I used to read one single essay for over 10 times. I used to read aloud so that my subconscious brain, my subconscious mind would store the words, the vocabulary, the phrases, the construction of the sentences, and the pronunciation, the best accents, and thereby I learned English. Okay, let it be. And in addition to, the thing is that the different thing, okay, the different thing is that earlier I used to do the live streaming in the evening time, especially at 5:45 or at 5 o'clock, and nobody used to join me during the live streaming time. And so I used to feel fed up with live streaming. But I didn't try to demotivate myself. I didn't try to discourage myself from speaking English or from doing the live streaming or from uploading the videos. Even one of my neighbors, he's a small boy, really. He's in grade 6th. He remarked at my YouTube channel. He commented this, that I myself would be unable to get the millions of views and subscribers. He judged me by this. He gave a challenge to me. But you know what? According to me, the thing is that one shouldn't try to feel discouraged due to the comments of others, due to the remarks of others, and one shouldn't try to stop hard working. Even now, I know well versed that my views, they are just like 5, 2, 3, 4, but one day they would be in millions. I know this. I know well versed this, that after 5 years or 6 years or after a decade, my channel would grow. In addition to, he used to just do a copyright on one of my shots as I used his music. And then what I was required to do, I used to just delete the shot. I knew well versed that even he too knew well versed about the fact that the revenue, the income of that particular shot would go up to him due to the copyright claim. Really. And so then I thought this that the views they were merely 24 in number. So then I used to delete the video as that was posing a hurdle. That was kind of like a blockade and bottleneck, which was hindering my process of uploading the videos motivatedly, encouragingly, and especially he suggested me to speak in Hindi. You know what? I bought a new mobile for uploading the videos in English, merely in English, not in Hindi. Quite earlier, I decided to just speak in English and to make videos and to do the live streaming in English. And even he was changing my goal, my entire driveway, my entire path. My path was merely to speak English, and he was changing that one. He was changing the direction from English to Hindi, from English to Hindi. Really. In addition to, he told me this whatever I speak out, I should try to just explain that one in Hindi. According to me, that would take more time, and even at some moments of time, I speak about those words which I can't express in Hindi, like the word named judge. I can't speak about this word in Hindi. Judge. Okay, I don't know how to speak the word in Hindi, really. And furthermore, there are some more words whose meaning is unfamiliarized, whose meaning is different, especially whose meaning is Herculean and difficult for me to explain about, really, or to elaborate about. And in addition to, okay, you know what? Earlier I used to read the Shakespeare books, The Merchant of Venice, even The Tempest, as a student. And so thereby I learned some of the vocabularies like muse at. Muse at means think at, wonder at, brood over. Brood over that meant thinking about something, विचार करना about something, विचार करना किसी चीज पे. Or even muse at and wonder at that meant thinking at, brood over that too meant thinking at. On the contrary, viands. Viands means food. I got to know about viands, Viands, from the Shakespeare book, the Tempest. Okay, and even I was having a solid foundation over the Tempest, so I fetched good marks in the English literature examination. I got approx 95 out of 100. Furthermore, according to me, in the olden days, I used to teach one of my colleagues. I used to teach her in the classroom, even in the presence of the teacher, the English literature teacher. And the teacher, she used to feel pleased with me. The teacher used to appreciate me, admire me quite much before the class. But last time, she she felt quite much displeased with me due to backbiting. One of the teachers used to backbite about me to her, and so due to which she felt crestfallen due to me. Let it be. And in addition, it so happened as some of the teachers used to feel jealous of me. They used to feel jealous of each and everything which used to be related to me. As you know what, the teachers, they were the private ones. And so they used to feel jealous of the toppers. They thought this that why one student is improving on the basis of or on account of knowledge or even on account of some of the criterias, like on account of penmanship, handwriting, on account of concepts clarification. Okay, let it be. And even some of the teachers, they give more marks to those students who are their favorite ones. One day, I was sitting in my class, and there was a biology teacher who was sitting just before me in the teacher's seat, in the teacher's chair, and he was sitting idle. Okay, and he was having no task to do at all. Even he wasn't teaching at all, as the period that was about to meet its doom, the teacher was, I'm going to say, the period was about to meet its doom, the period was about to meet its and means doom, DWM. Okay, and so one of the teachers came into the class, and even after getting inside the class, she entreated the biology teacher to to just check one of the examination sheet. And That examination sheet was composed of the answers, the short one, the lengthy one, the long one, and MCQs as well. Some of the MCQs like 5 to 6 in number. And so the teacher, without taking a glimpse of the answers, he asked from her that how much marks should I give to this student? And who is this student? How much should I give you? Enough like 40% marks or 90% marks? Then I got to know that he used to give marks on account of the name of the person, even on account of the favorites, especially on account of the favorite student, or on account of complexion, the color, the skin tone. And even I got to know that the teacher was a deceiver. He was doing a cheat. And so one day, even he was in my class, that same teacher, he was in my class, and even he was just asking the biology marks from each and every student. Very firstly asked marks from Sejal Rai, and she told him that she got marks in 70s. Then he asked marks from Shraddha Sharma. She told him that she got marks around 90s, 96 out of 100. Then you know what? He thought is that he gave marks to Shraddha Sharma instead of Sejal Rai. Actually, he wanted to give more marks to Sejal Rai, but due to the SS name, he felt confused and he gave more marks to Shraddha Sharma instead of Sejal Rai, or in the place of Sejal Rai. And especially Sejal, she was the ex-topper of that school, and so he just wanted to give more marks to her. And even she was his one of the favorite students in the class. That was a fact. And in those olden days, I was weak at academics. But when I came at 12th grade, so I used to work hard on academics. I used to burn the midnight oil. Burning the midnight oil, what it meant completely? It meant that working hard on academics, especially at the night time, catching up on reading books in the night time. ये कैसे कॉलेज में चले गए कॉलेज that was a school. Okay, that was a school, and that mean hello. Okay, hello. Okay, very firstly, that was a college. Okay, I'm going to say that was a school, but that named college. Okay, that was really a school, but that named college. I don't know. I myself got unaware about the reason behind that. Okay, let it be. And in addition to, let me familiarize you with the importance of reading. Okay, not only reading is quite much helpful and crucial and significant for uplifting the knowledge, but also it is quite much helpful for improving the command over a language. In addition to, you know what? The thing is that reading English books, that is quite much good, as that is quite much beneficial. It's yeah, it's as according to me, you know what? By reading books, I got to know the reality. I just read the English stories through which I got to know about the world, about the demeanor of the people, about the relationship of the people, background noise, Arya both. Oh, I know I'm not having a good, especially a good management. It's my room, and so in the next room there are my siblings, and so they are making noise. That's the fact. Okay, let it be. And it happens many a time, even whenever I just make videos, so the background noise that too takes place. Even earlier my elder sister, she was catching up on academics, and so she wasn't making noise, but now she has gone out of her room, and so she has been making noises, really. Okay, let it be. The next time I would try my level best to go to the upstairs room for making the videos. There no sort of voice takes place, really. Even I just switch over to close the door completely, and then I prefer to speak English. And even my voice that turns the awesome one, the amazing, the fascinating one. Okay, now I'm feeling completely different one, and especially I'm feeling hot. And in addition to, the summer has taken place over here, and so even today I went to the farm, and there, you know what, I went over there especially in the noon time when the sun blazed fiercely just upon my head. And so due to that reason, I used to take a jacket along with me, and with the help of which I used to hide my face. And even the way and the manner in which I hided my face, I disguised my face, that was different one. That was like the woman. The woman, they switch over to have to just put on the sari, the veil, and with the help of which they hide their face, which named Khungat. So I used to do that one today. And especially, I could take the umbrella, but I thought that even with the help of umbrella, I would feel different one. I would feel like hot, as the sun blazed quite much fiercely. That's the fact. And even furthermore, I went over there without much more management. Like I went over there without a scarf, but merely with a jacket. And even the way, the path, the driveway, that was the obnoxious one. That was the malicious and malignant one. And even there were plants, and even there were small plants and different sorts of plants on which I used to step on for getting inside the farm. And even there in the farm, I was all alone, as my mom, she went to a specific place for for exploring some food items, and especially for exploring the crops. And even my younger brother, he used to play over there. He used to play with water, and I was all alone. I felt lonely over there. Even I was not having my mobile at the same juncture, so I was unable to make a video of the farm. But even some days ago, I used to upload one of the videos, not one, 2 to 3 videos of farm, and I used to upload those videos, and the views, they are quite much less in number. And even, you know what? I do feel fed up with the background noise of mine. And even this is my yellow colored room, and this is my first room, and on the upstairs room there is my second room that is well decorated. And in addition to that, colored, the color of the room, that is green. And in addition to, mostly I try to upload videos over there, as that place, that is out of noise, really. And even I speak over there aloud, and even I speak over there with full of my pleasure. Okay, let it be. Okay, I just prefer to have water. According to me, 6 to 8 times within an hour, really. Okay, and in addition to, you can ask me questions. You can ask me questions. I will give you the answers. Hmm. Oh. Okay, commerce is really a hard. Nine. What is nine? Nine? Why have you put it down nine over there after the word named heart? Okay, very firstly, according to me, commerce, that is the easiest subject, really. As a matter of fact, for CBSE word, it's business studies. Business studies, that is easy, the easiest one out of all the subjects. Economics, that too is easy. Hindi, that too is easy. English, that too is easy. Physical education, I took, that too is easy. But as a matter of fact, accounts, that is the hardest of all the subjects. And so due to which I didn't try to catch up on accounts. Even, you know what, whenever my teacher used to ask for the book, the accounts book, so I used to make up excuses. I used to tell him that I forgot the book in my home, in my residence. And in addition to, I didn't try to take the book along with me. Okay, he has gone. If you would not come, then I would live streaming. According to me, it was good. That why? What? Why? Comes and would come. वो क्यों नहीं?